And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. Looking sharp and focused for the task at hand. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for Jordan Poole.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. We've got Trey Murphy. Jordan Poole is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, the front court is Rizier and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's the monster in at the 5 spot. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
Well, you aren't kidding.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. Out to the wing. Mack finds Murray. New Orleans moving it around. There's the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Well, watching the film, I thought they did a great job playing with energy.
Now here's Johnson. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Here's the monster. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. To the inside, here's Bridges. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. Now he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Well, with each year in the league, we're seeing Murphy become a better distributor.
Now Young. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart. Eaton coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Now Bridges, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Lets the 3 fly. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to the monster. Now Young. Here's the monster. He's covered by Mack. And that one's good. The monster.
Yeah, when you look at Trae Young's career numbers, he's got one of the highest assist averages ever.
Here's Murray. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Ball's knocked loose. Out to Bridges. 14 feet away. Here's Mack. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
First free throw is good. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks trail by 5. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Look at those moves. Let's see it.
Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Mack. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Johnson outside. There's the screen. Here's Daniels. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jordan Poole picks one up.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
And he can't get the first one.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And that one, good.
Look, that is a skillful shot by Young. The floater is rarely the easiest option.
Murray the pass to Mack. Johnson with the rebound. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Bulls. Drives to the hoop. Murray with the defensive effort.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Poole the pass to Bridges. Steps back and shoots. And that one hits back iron.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now, here's Poole. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Here's Murray. On the wing, Murray. And now here comes Daniel. Needing the break. Here's Rizichet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Team second.
And Rizichet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Poole on the wing. Got a hand on it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Young. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Well, such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
Puts up a 3. Drops in the tray. 6 points for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is Young. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's the monster. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Poole. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's tipped. Young with the ball. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Murray kicks to Poole. Pass to Bridges. Over Young. And there's Bridges on the assist from Poole.
Timeout.
And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for the Monster. Money comes in for Rizachet. And Thunder subbed in for Trae Young. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Carey. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Okongwu against Bridges. Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Miles Bridges. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for New Orleans. Kevon Looney comes in for Bridges. Moody subbed in for DeJounte Murray. And so he makes both from the line. So it's the Pelicans now. Now, here's Poole. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here is Johnson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Okongwu down low. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Pelicans 4th.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Cool hands checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Pelicans. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Jordan Poole. Now Moody. Here's Messi. He's looking for Looney and finds him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Cool Hands. Over to the wing. Here's Kane. That 3 off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Looney. Here's Alvarado. Kept alive. The shot by Looney, no good. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kane, no luck.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Jones looking for an opening. To the middle. Here's Messi. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you gotta love the vision Jones brings.
Daniels passes to Carey. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Looney's got 4 rebounds in this game. Alvarado with it. Still yet to score. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here is Daniels. They trail by 11. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
The Aussie Daniels finding his stroke from 3.
And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-5 run. To the right side. Now Alvarado. Second shot opportunity. A shot by Messi, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Kane, the pass to Daniels. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Cool Hands to the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pelicans leading by 6. Out left to the wing. There's 1:40 left in the first. Back to Alvarado. And stolen by Okongwu. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Jones. Driving inside. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Just slicing to the bucket. Jones looking solid off the drive.
Daniels kicks to Okongwu. And they call an illegal screen here. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You look at Atlanta, they're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
And you know, right now for Atlanta, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
Well, look, they've performed to expectations, but I think this team could take it to another level if they get rolling.
Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Moody. Rebound by Olynyk.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Carey passes to Kane. And that one drops.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Alvarado. Nothing on the board. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Hawks trail by 6. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Carey. No good with the triple. And the Pelicans with the possession. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Here's Kane. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Inside. Releases. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
Pelicans leading by 6. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Looney. Lewis is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Murray. And it's Poole in at the point. The tray. Rebound by Olynyk.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Who's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Max checked in for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy comes in for Jones. The Hawks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Johnson outside. Five to shoot. From the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lewis outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, I think Murray is at his most effective when he's focused on creating plays for others.
Johnson outside. The 17-footer. And it's blocked by Lewis. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Mack. There it is. His third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
Young looking it over. Down low. Here's Rieseshay. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Poole against Young. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Poole finds Murray. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. 8-point game. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Olynyk, stolen by Lewis. Now here's Murray. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Mack. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Olynyk, and Daniels subbed in for Young. And here is Johnson. 5 points in the game. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities on All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now, Poole, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. New Orleans moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Poole. Here's Mack. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Daniels. Here's Okongwu. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Murray the pass to Poole. Lewis on the way. For 3. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Daniels passes to Johnson. Back to Daniels. The 3 connects from three-point range. Daniels has got 6 points.
Yeah, when he's locked in, Daniels can do real damage at the arc.
Mack looking around. Now, here's Poole. Defense is right there. Mack, no luck. The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Johnson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Murray outside. Pass to Poole. Over Daniels. Poole, no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Alexander Walker finds Johnson.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
Pelicans leading by 9. Murray with it. He has yet to score. Pass to Mack. Clock at 4. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Okongwu with a screen on Lewis. And here is Okongwu. Lewis covering. Now Okongwu. The shot, no good. Pass to Poole. Lewis outside. The tray. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Johnson. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. The Monsters checked in for Okongwu. Cool Hands comes in for Jalen Johnson. Kane, he's checked in for Rizachet. And Thunder subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Hawkins. They set the screen. Now, here's Bridges. They need this one. And he nails the jumper. Bridges has got 6.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Here's Carey. 17 points for him last game against San Antonio. Intercepted. And now the Pelicans on the break. And Jones slams it home.
Well, that's great concentration by Jones. He is mentally tough.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Jones. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Kane. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. The monster. That one goes in. He has 6.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Here's Alvarado. Still without a basket. And here's Daniels. Pass to Carey. To the inside. Here's the monster in Atlanta again with the bucket.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Alvarado with it. Over Daniels. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Cool Hand. To the middle. Here's the monster. A 17-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. Ooh. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Daniels, 8 points his last outing, to the left side wing. There's the pick, or the 3. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Thunder.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Pelicans making a change here. Looney's checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 5, the Hawks.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Down low. It's deflected. And here's Daniels. Here's Kane. Pass to the monster. Lets the 3 fly. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And now just a 4-point New Orleans lead. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Looney finds Bridges. Hawkins with it. Bridges deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's the drive. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Here's Alvarado. Still scoreless.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Hawks trailing. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Olynyk, a screen on Hawkins. And it's Carey missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Hawkins. Launches a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, Hawkins seems pretty confident shooting from any spot on the arc.
And here is Olynyk. Here's Kane. Alvarado grabs the board.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Alvarado. Over Kane. And it's Alvarado missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Inside, here's Hawkins. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Hawkins finessing his way to finding a window in close.
Now, here is Young. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Olynyk sets a screen for Young. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pelicans lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
You know, for New Orleans, not much movement from them up or down, which isn't a bad thing. They've just shown force in their conference.
Yeah, they've established themselves as one of the premier teams. Marching towards that finish line, they're hoping to build on what they've done so far.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Trey Murphy displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Pelicans leading by 5. The front court is Rizuchet and Johnson. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's the monster in at center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Got a piece of it. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Murray. Young. Bridges with some nice defense.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Murray finds Mack. To the left wing. Shoots the three. Atlanta with the rebound. The Monsters got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young with the ball. Picked up by Poole. Young dishes to Johnson. Young with the ball. Johnson with a screen on Poole. Here's Young. Back to Johnson. And Daniels now top of the key. 3 on the clock. Takes the three. Johnson's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
And that one's good. Reza Shea.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Poole, no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Young outside. Here's the Monster. He's covered by Matt.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Daniels. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
And that one falls for Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now Murray hasn't made one yet. Mack with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. That's tipped. Johnson surveying the floor for the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got 14.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here is Murray. Out left to the wing. Bridges for 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Young outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Murray's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Here's the screen to the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Matt. 2 points. That one goes. 7 points in the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here is Young. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fades away. The Monster, no good. And so Poole will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And in a close game, Blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Okongwu's checked in for the Monster. The Pelicans making a switch here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Young passes to Johnson. Back to Young. Johnson with a screen on Murray. Johnson down low. Who is on him? Johnson can't hit. New Orleans in the lead. Down low. Young outside. Pass to Rizichet. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night.
Yeah, Young's playmaking is very reliable. He's got impressive vision.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Hawks making a change here. Krejci's checked in. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. Pelicans, number 1.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
For New Orleans, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
We've seen what this young man can do, and we're seeing it again here. Murphy having an outstanding game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Young.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
An impressive young talent, and Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
Here's Krejci. This one for 3. Messi grabs the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Deep 2 from Murray. The good-looking shot from the wing. Murray's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, great job there allowing the play to develop. Murray so poised and creative.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Still yet to score. Johnson, the pass to Krejci. It's good from about 19 feet. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And Lewis has it in the corner. And it's blocked. Lewis against Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Atlanta making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Kevon Looney is checked in for New Orleans. Herbert Jones comes in for Trey Murphy. And he sinks the second.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Misi. Now Moody. Now Murray. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Moody. Puts up a three. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the middle. Here's Rizichet. And the dunk by Rizichet.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, Jones. Pass to Moody. From deep. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Krejci passes to Olynyk. Johnson outside. Six to shoot. Three-pointer. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Atlanta making some changes. Cool Hands checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Thunder subbed in for Rizichet. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hawkins is checked in. Here's Alexander Walker. Trains the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here is Hawkins, defended by Alexander Walker. Atlanta's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And here is Moody. 6 points for him. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Carey. Back to Johnson. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Now, here's Moody, defended by Alexander Walker. To the inside. Here's Hawkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The commitment and the effort is all there with Jordan Hawkins. He seems very intent on continuing to up his game.
Kane, he's checked in for the Hawks. And so Hawkins drills both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Alexander Walker. Johnson the screen from the arc. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. New Orleans in the lead. Hawkins with it. He's got 7, fires from deep. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Kane. There's the 3. Messi grabs the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now Hawkins, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Buries the long-range jumper.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Hawks trail by 4. Carey passes to Alexander Walker. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Over Looney. Johnson's shot is off.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
On the wing, Jones. He has 5. Here's Hawkins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And now a 6-point Pelican lead.
Look, Hawkins isn't a guy who creates often. His role is to bury jumpers.
Here's Carey to end the run. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans leading by 6. Now, here's Moody. He's got 9. Outside, Jones. 4 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot, and he makes that one. Messi's got 6 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Kane. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Johnson. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
The first one falls. The Monsters checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Alexander Walker. Bridges, he's checked in for New Orleans. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. And here is Moody. 9 points in the game so far. There's a good screen. Here's Hawkins. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Cool Hands. Young outside. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Nisi's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Jones, no luck. Hawks shooting 40% from the field. Here's Kane, defended by Jones. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Young.
For a player of his size, Young is fearless when it comes to taking the ball inside.
Bridges outside. Pass to Hawkins. They set the screen. The three-pointer, no good. Atlanta shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Young outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's now only a 1-point Pelican lead.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Knocked loose. Hawkins kicks to Bridges. Goes up on the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in. Bridges has got 8 points. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Prime time is out there with Miles Bridges. Then there's Hawkins. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Murray in at the 2-guard spot. Here's the monster. He's covered by Mack. Daniels with it to tie it up. The three-pointer is right on target. And it's a tie ball game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The Pelicans shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Now, here's Poole. Inside. Mack. Atlanta with the rebound. Daniels has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Jalen Johnson.
Now Murray. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Hawkins, a screen on Johnson. It's Hawkins on the wing. Wide open look here for Murray, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Well, that's just another thing Murray can do for you. Hit the 3.
Young against Murray. From downtown. Young, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Bridges, right side. Over Johnson. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. Daniels. The shot will not fall. Good defense by Poole. New Orleans leading by 3. Murray looking around. Pass to Poole. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you got to admire. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor.
That's good from Poole. Trey Murphy's checked in for Hawkins. Both free throws good from Poole.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
To Rizichet. Shoots from the elbow. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Now here's Poole. Jacks up a 3. And it's Rizichet with the rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Young outside, shoots from the line. Bridges with the board.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Murray outside. Pass to Mack. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's the monster. He's covered by Mack. Here's the monster. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 12 points for the monster.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Poole up top. He's covered by Daniels. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Charity stripe shot. The monster with the rebound. The monster's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Rizichet. And Bridges with the block.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Two shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here's Poole. From 17 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
The jumper Bridges has is wet, demonstrating how lethal he is from his spots on the court.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Johnson. And here's Daniels. Knocked away. Poole with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
It's just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Johnson outside. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Here's the monster. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Rizachet.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. Pass to the monster. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Murray. Mack with the ball. Rebound by the Hawks. Daniels has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
15 seconds.
The free throw drops for Rizachet. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Throws it up high.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The Hawks trail by 8. Young outside. Lets it go with the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Max got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Bridges kicks to Poole. They set the pick. Off target with his three.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Poole. Young outside. Johnson for three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Fires for three. The Monster with the rebound. The Monster's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Pass to Poole. To the inside. Here's Mack. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Daniels. Young outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
New Orleans making a switch here.
One shot.
That free throw good from Young.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
Now here's Murray. Jones sets the pick for Bridges. Going inside. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the three. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Now, here's Poole. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Team starter.
Here's Messi. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. Bridges misses. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Daniels. Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Poole. Pelicans leading by 6. And he drops it in from the low post.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
The Hawks shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Now, here is Young. Pass to the Monster. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Here's Bridges. On the wing, Murray. Defended by Young. Murray, the pass to Bridges. Here's Messi. And that one is hammered home.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Johnson. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Here's Murray. Pass to Poole. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Poole's got 7 now in this quarter.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
Now, here is Young. With the teardrop, and Jones sends it back.
Just some excellent timing from Jones on the block attack. It all lined up for him.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance. Everyone, give yourself a round of applause.
Young outside. And the 3 off target.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Poole finds Bridges. To the middle. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Pass to Daniels. Good work defensively by Jones. Pelicans leading by 8. Murray outside. 1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Murray sets a screen for Poole. 6 to shoot. Here's Messi. Murray for 3. And it's Trae Young with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Johnson against Bridges, and that's an intentional foul.
His first, team fourth.
Here's Bridges. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Rizachet with it. Pass to the monster. Not going to go that time. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
His first, team's fifth. Shooting for New Orleans, DeJounte Murray at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Here's Rizachet. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Taking 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the gap to 7. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And he nails the third. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Pass to Daniels. see the Pelicans get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.